Sup ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cogscast. My name is Clockwork and this is me just talking about random shiz for a few minutes, because it's a vlog. It's a thing that I do on occasion. Currently it's early o'clock in the morning, so forgive the lethargy in my voice, but the last few days have just been filled with distraction, to the brim with distraction. Feel like I haven't been doing enough work lately though, so I'm pulling an all-nighter just to get some content out. And yeah, this is going to be a long one because I haven't done one in a while, so I got things to talk about. First things first, a couple of recommendations. Haven, Series 2, it's quite cool. Really enjoying where they're taking the show at the moment. Kinda an X-Men vibe, if written by like Stephen King. Quite interesting. Well, it's getting an X-Men vibe anyway. It's like well, probably more like in Series 3 it'll go that way. It's like the troubled versus the non-troubled. I think that kind of thing is quite interesting. So, also I've been listening to Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by Blackstone Cherry. Had that on repeat in iTunes about the last week or so. Excellent album if you like American rock. I might be a nerd. I might love dubstep, or just really good singers like whoever did Zia's theme, Build That Wall on the Bastion official soundtrack, or Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. That's really good. But I also get a kick out of American rock, so. Evanescence as well. Amy Lee can really sing. Although her songs tend to be a bit dour. Anyway, Blackstone Cherry, Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, strikes a chord with me, so check it out if you like American rock. Into personal news, woke up with a bitch, an absolute motherfucking bitch of a headache this morning. Bear with a sore head is a very apt description of me today. The daylight. Went outside. First thing that happens, daylight pokes me in both eyes. That was extremely pleasurable. That was. Haven't seen any daylight in like 2 weeks. Step outside to go shopping and pay rent. Bam! Right in the eyeballs. I then went to the supermarket and the till was broken, forcing me to ring up my items twice. I checked my email at that point, and I got two, count them, two, not one, two, from my landlord this morning about my rent. I'm not late with my rent or anything, it was due today, but guy sends me a couple of emails before bloody midday. All it was that I overslept, slept right through my alarm. I don't know how quite I managed it because I got this like iPhone. I got an iPhone and I set like half a dozen, well no more than that, more like a dozen different alarms to go off like 5 minute intervals from when like I want to wake up. And I slept through every one of them. It's like the thing lives 5 inches from my head. How did I sleep through it? But somehow I managed that. So yeah, and then I get two emails from him about my rent. It's like, dude, wait until it's at least gone 5 o'clock on the day that it's due before you start hounding me, please. Thank you. Had fun today bitching at Extra Credits over Twitter about their psychological perspective of games development. Told them how they should be more concerned with game theory mathematics and systems design rather than the overemphasis on player psychology. Always annoys me when people look at games and then start spouting off like random bullshit completely divorced from interactive software design. Games, right? Games are software. Software are systems, and systems consist of abstract mechanistic devices strung together on a platform, be that of pulped wood and ink or drives and computer code. I don't know why they do it. I just don't know. I haven't got a clue. Also, Extra Credits got this special at the moment about the difference between Eastern and Western role-playing games, and I just couldn't help but thinking like, do you really need 3 episodes to cover that? Really? You could have done it in less than one by saying they, Eastern designers, are behind the times. Seriously, go take a look at Tira, and then look at Guild Wars 2. Then remember what World of Warcraft was like when it first came out. Really similar. They haven't got open questing, they haven't got realm PvP, they've got grindy character development, the yin yang. The entire game is just like a massive grind fest, and for some reason, I really can't work this out. This must be a cultural thing between Korea slash Japan slash whatever. It's Eastern, yeah, Eastern developers. But for some reason, they have prepubescent female character race in that game that doesn't wear trousers. And everyone I've seen people do like plays of the game, little play tests and things and playthroughs, and they've all said that just seeing that race makes them uncomfortable because I mean they look like little children and they're not wearing full suits of clothing, so it's just a bit wrong. But yeah, I mean I just found out, told him it's like it's a fact that in general Western developers are simply better than Eastern ones, which is it's quite funny actually. The other day I read this article where some bloke he stepped up to accept an award from someone. I can't remember who it was or what it was for, but he basically flat out said to him, "Eastern games are just they're just pretty crap. They're not any good." And the entire the amount of hate mail and the amount of hating that just poured onto this guy from the community was bloody hilarious. Because like I just sat there in amazed, stunned disbelief. It's like, excuse me, the guy the guy told you the facts, the truth. It's a well-known thing amongst developers that Western games development is several generations ahead of Eastern games development. It's not even a question of, it's not a matter of opinion. It's not a matter of speculation. It's a matter of fact. You just got to go look at MMORPGs. I mean, take a look at Final Fantasy 13 sometime. Why don't you? That is, the entire thing is indicative of people who are behind the curve of the state of the art games development. They're behind the curve. They are behind us. When it comes to companies that I definitely know are based and hire people and games developers and so on from the East, and the games that are released in the East, they are behind the curve of good games development. They are not as advanced as us. And that's a matter of fact. I could explain it all to you, but I just don't have the energy right now, so I'm not going to. But if you want to look it up, see, if you want to research companies that are based there and compare them to companies that are based in the West, US, UK, Europe, so on and so forth, you'll find that we're ahead of them.